Welcome to this channel. Don't forget to like, to share, and also to subscribe to our channel. In the news, I wish the National Assembly could amend the constitution and allow Jega to remain there. Who said this? Rotimi Amaechi, former Minister of Transportation and ex-governor of Rivers State, Chibike Rotimi Amaechi, has expressed deep admiration for former chairman of the Independent National Electoral Commission, Inec, Professor Atahiru Jega, describing him as a symbol of electoral integrity and political credibility, national credibility. Speaking during an interview on Arise TV, Amaechi stated, I wish the National Assembly would amend the constitution and allow Jega to remain there. Amaechi's comment came while reflecting on Nigeria's electoral evolution and the challenges of ensuring credible election. He praised Jega's leadership during the 2015 general elections, which were widely seen as a turning point for Nigerian democracy and resulted in a peaceful transfer of power from the then incumbent President Goodluck Jonathan Ebele to Muhammadu Buhari. According to Amaechi, Jega's tenure set a standard for transparency and professionalism in electoral management. He was bold, firm, and fair. Under his watch, Nigerians began to truly believe that their votes could count, Amaechi said. He lamented that Nigeria has not consistently maintained the level of electoral confidence established during Jega's time, calling for reforms that will institutionalize such standards. People forget how difficult it was back then to it took courage to stand against pressure. Jega had that courage, he added. Amaechi's remarks have sparked renewed debates over the structure of INEC, the tenure of its chairmanship, and how Nigeria can build a more resilient democratic process. Some political commentators have noted that while constitutional amendments to extend INEC leadership tenures are unlikely, the comments underscores the pressing need for continuity in reform-minded leadership at the commission. Jega served as INEC chairman from 2010 to 2015 and is widely credited with implementing key innovations like the biometric permanent voter card (PVC) and the use of card readers during elections. Amaechi, a senior member of the All Progressive Congress (APC), was a major political player in the 2015 election cycle, serving as the Director General of Buhari's campaign. His comments reflect on ongoing efforts to frame that that era as a benchmark for good governance and credible election management. Those were the summation of former Minister of Transportation, Chibike Rotimi Amaechi. If we retrospect really and look at the days of Atahiru Jega, of course, we saw a man who is bold, we saw a man who is courageous, and who is willing to contribute his quota to Nigeria and take Nigeria to the next level in terms of national credibility, electoral, integrity, and he tries as much as possible to be fair. That's according to the word of Amaechi when he was, describing this national hero. He said he is even wishing that the National Assembly could amend the constitution and allow Jega to remain there, even though nobody will support that, nobody will even subscribe to that. He himself just made mention of it. Well, it's a wish that can never come to pass. A single person cannot continue to remain a chairman of INEC, knowing fully well that it's even going to be very, very wrong. It is supposed to be a tenure-based assignment, and when you are done, let another person come in. But the Amaechi's comment is coming up because it's reflecting the Nigeria's electoral evolution and challenges of ensuring credible elections. You understand? So he was praising Jega's era. But let's look at it as it were. It takes a lot of boldness and courage in this country if you want to make things right. Because people like Jega are not that much. And also, they are set of people that will not receive bribe or be coward, be cowed, because of the power of incumbency or the power of the president. These are realities. But then we have seen another person who seems to, before a Rotimi Amaechi, not to be, up there, at the same level that Jega is. That is the person of Yakubu Mahmoud. The belief of Amaechi is that Yakubu Mahmoud has been able to reduce the standard as regards the way things ought to be, and is on the opinion that, well, if we can get someone like Jega, it will have been fine. But our electoral situation has a lot to do with us, the people, and also, of course, the umpire we put there. Looking at a Mahmoud Yakubu, we may not exonerate him completely of the blame, but we can also put all the blame on this man, because if any electoral process will work, it takes the politicians and also the electorates and also those who happen to be the umpire. I could remember that day a man called Orubebe had to come into the election room, collation center, and begin to display before Atahiru Jega. We also saw that a professor then too, coming in from, I think it's River State, was also showing some display, because probably the professor doesn't want to lie and he doesn't want to also announce what has been given to him. Maybe he came in under pressure and then he has been, coerced, as it were, and the guy could understand all those situations. The professor was even saying he couldn't see even with glasses and with even torchlight and every other thing. But yet, Jega could see through all these antics and the hanky-panky of the political actors during the election, and he stood his ground. Even it's enough for him to be very afraid, especially because of the unnecessary caricature display, the clown way that Orubebe has to come in, because he wanted, Goodluck Jonathan to remain in power. And then we can't rule out that. So we saw almost the same thing trying to play out in the time of Yakubu too, because of the glitch that they purported said they have, and then the opposition began to reject even the result, and a lot of noise came in. The likes of Dino Melaye and so many others began to see all sorts of things, but we won't rule out the fact that they, the politicians, are the architect of election misappropriation, and we want a situation whereby this time around they should hand off and allow the umpire to do the job correctly. Don't forget to like, to also subscribe to our channel. Thank you.